it was not guilty by all of us immediately.
And that was the verdict for the Westerville man accused of killing his wife, Emily Noble. And tonight we are hearing from one of the jurors who gave him his freedom for the very first time. You may remember on Friday, the jury returned that not guilty verdict.
Matheau Moore broke down in tears as he learned he would be free. He had been accused of strangling his wife, Emily Noble, and then staging her death to look like a suicide. But the jurors decided he was not guilty. Tonight, we're learning how those jurors came to that decision.
Juror number 8 spoke exclusively with 10 TV's Brittany Bailey. It's a story you'll only see here on 10 TV.
Well, Andrew and Yolanda, juror number 8 is Connie. She asked that we not use her last name. Now, this was the first time she's ever been seated on a jury. She said she never dreamed she'd be on a case so big, and that was a huge weight on her shoulders.
I knew from day one, I thought he was not guilty, and the prosecutors never changed my mind. I didn't falter on how I felt, not for 1 minute.
And what was it on day one that convinced her? The body cam footage showing Matheau Moore's first encounter with police after he reported his wife, Emily Noble, missing.
I just thought Matt Moore seemed very cooperative and wanted to be helpful. And he acted like he was very distraught over his wife disappearing. And that was the first thing that I thought right away, that he wasn't putting on a show. He was truly wanting to help.
She says no other testimony or evidence could convince her, not the interview with detectives.
Honestly, I thought he was a nice guy that was totally manipulated and tricked.
Not the doctor who testified her injuries had to be murder and not suicide.
I had a hard time even believing that testimony from him.
Not the prosecutors who laid out the couple's troubled marriage.
I just will never believe he killed his wife.
And so what does she think did happen to Emily Noble?
I sway back and forth. I don't think I could tell you directly. I believe she committed suicide, or I believe someone else killed her. All I'm saying is I hope that they open this case back up and they make sure that they get it right next time.
When it comes to who did get it right, she says the jury did.
Do you feel confident you made the right decision?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll go to my grave knowing I made the right decision. And I will always think of Matt Moore and hope he's got a bright future and happy and can move on from this, because it changed his life financially, mentally, everything, you know. He's got I hope that he opens a door of opportunity and can be happy again.
Now, I did ask Connie how this case impacted her. She said she can't help but wonder now how many other people might be sitting in jail or prison wrongly accused, but without the right resources to prove it. Yolanda?
Something to think about. Okay, thank you, Brittany.